Setting up the stream. For those of you watching the recording, well, this is only visible to you because I'm listed for now. And public. Checking to make sure it's up. If my internet would work. Come on, here we go. Yep, that's good. Alright, I'm just gotta share it on Discord. It would be cool if I could just get this thing to automatically send the thing on Discord. It's probably doable. Because, YouTube does have an API for that type of thing. Where is it? Streams. And come on. Okay, we're good. Hello. And actually, it was probably really loud for you. I just hit the mic arm while trying to move it. Hello. Okay. So I wanted to add ammo capacity and reloading. Where'd it go? Come on. Hello. Boop. I also need to make it so this thing actually attacks me. I need to add health and whatnot. Pew. Pew. Okay, you know, I should probably, like, just in the future have a GIF playing of, like, well, I should have, like, 2 screens, one for when I'm actually, like, playtesting, and then one for when I'm writing code, and when I'm writing code, it should, I should have, like, a GIF playing of, whatever the last thing I did was, so people kind of know what I'm working on. That would be a nice thing to have. I do need to set up that second screen for when I'm playing my games. There's a bit of confusion there though, because OBS likes to mix up every single Pygame application and think it's the same thing. So I would have to find a different way to differentiate between my face tracking and the game I'm playing. Zoom out the code? You mean zoom in? I did mean to actually zoom in and I forgot to. There we go. It's nice and big. Hopefully I don't get lost in this. But yeah, music is exclusively things by Snail's House, and when I say by Snail's House, I mean the person, not the username, because he also goes by Ajiko and makes other stuff. Anyways, yeah, I've been meaning to turn up the text size for the last few streams and I just keep forgetting. Anyways, I do need to bring in, speaking of text code. I know I've got this somewhere. Exterminate Archer, data, wait no, it's not under data, it's scripts. Actually no, I've got an updated version under this thing. You can grab the fonts and text, copy that, head over to, where is it, Vagrant. Oh boy. So take this, fonts need to go up here and into data. Right, okay. So now, I can build the fonts into the renderer, or I can build it into the assets. I have a couple choices here. Brazil is back. I mean, it's kind of a given the time I'm streaming. It's pretty much only people from the Americas watching at this time of day. Too early for Eastern Asia, I think. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's like morning in India, isn't it? Let's see. What time is it in India? Oh, it's 9:13 a.m. So there may be some people from India watching this, but the Europeans are asleep. And the people in the Middle East, I'd assume. Australia. All of the Indians are on their phones. Why are you... I'm guessing the UK? But wait. It's... Are you staying up late or did you get up really early? Ooh, New Zealand. I've done a lot of kind of research into New Zealand, and don't ask why. Okay, anyways, text. So I'm probably gonna build it into the assets. Where is it? Assets. So from dot import text, and I need to pull this open to see how it's supposed to work. So it's just path and color, it looks like. So self dot fonts equals, it's going to be a dictionary, and hold on, I'm gonna do this. Small. Wait, what is it? I have different font names. I think the microphone might be a little bit in front of my face, since I mess with tracking if I'm not careful. Okay, so large font and small font. So small font, it's gonna be white. Actually, it's gonna be a tuple. Ah, I hate the way it does that autocomplete. And then I want a large font. And self.fonts equals text.font. And then it'll be data images. Oh wait. No, it's just data fonts. And then it's the name of the font .png. So load font image. Does it add the PNG? No, it doesn't. So I have to give it the PNG. So fonts plus v0. Alright, I'll do it in a way that's more legible. .png. Oh wait, no, the key needs to go over here. Ooh, I need to give him a name. So this is going to be 1. Actually, I'm going to make this a dict. So small white. And large white. Close that. That. So the key needs to be, boy. I need to finish this list comprehension. So I'm just gonna type font and name for now. This is, well, it's a dictionary comprehension, not list comprehension. For KV, can I do it like this? Hold on, I'm gonna have to double check this one. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. So print KV plus 1 for KV in D. Does this work? Right, okay. There's a way to do this. Oh wow, the chat's already like filled up my entire window, and I'm not talking about the one on screen. I'm talking about like I've got a full vertical full monitor screen of chat, and it's full. Yeah. Okay, so dict comprehension is no, that's for creating them. There's gotta be, where is it? Come on. Ah, yes, it's this track. Where this album has a lot of long pauses in it. Where is it? Can you not do this? Wait, there's gotta be a function for this that would like turn the keys and values into a tuple. Python dict key value pairs. Dot iter items. What the? What was that? Something fell. Okay. I don't know what that was, and it was very loud. I'm gonna have to look and when I'm done. It was right behind me. I can't see anything that fell. I'm assuming you guys could hear that. Yeah, I don't see anything that fell. Okay. Dot iter items. What? Oh, it's dot items. I thought items was just the items. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's how it works. For KV in fonts dot items. So that's okay, so the key is going to be font name and then just font data 0 font data 1. Okay, I just really wanted to do that one liner, so right. So from dot core funcs, from dot clip, no module name scripts. Didn't I give it clip? Oh, no, it already has clip, I think, from core function and functions. Yeah, there we go. It's loaded. Okay, I'm gonna read chat and then actually go check out what happened behind me. Belgium 4 a.m. Oh, you got up at 5 a.m. I'm lucky if I can get up before 9. Would you say Pygame is quicker to learn than Godot? Depends on the person. If you know Python, then Pygame's quicker. Arguably, Pygame is simpler, but probably a little bit less intuitive to get into. Like the thought, like you have to learn the thought process for making games. The functionality of Pygame is super simple. South Australia. Right. You can understand the code. Nice. I do not use recursion because for most of the things you My CS1 class is going over a lot of recursion stuff right now, and I'm sitting there thinking that there are ways you can do this without recursion, and that's how it goes for, like, there's all sorts of problems where people might think recursion is a good idea, but you can also do it without recursion, and I feel like that reads a bit better. Have I tried out OpenGL? Not OpenGL directly, but I've tried PyOpenGL. Okay. Do I have any game on Steam? Yes, too. Super Potato Bro and Drowned on Abyss. You can search up my publisher name on there, which is just DaFluffyPotato. Making games is my hobby. I do have a real job though. I'm a software engineer. I also go to university. What are the minimum requirements for Gamedev with Pygame? A computer. Because it's restricted to a single core of your CPU. There's not that much of a difference between good computers and bad computers with Pygame. It's just like a 2x difference, and that's about it. Okay. I am going to go take a look at whatever happened behind me. I'll be right back. Okay, I couldn't see anything different. Everything looks fine. Nothing fell from what I can see, but it definitely sounded like something fell. I don't know what happened. Alright, yeah, Drawn Down Abyss is very close to Risk of Rain. It was actually, the base gameplay loop was based on it. It's basically Risk of Rain with cards. That was the idea. But I never did add bosses. You're confident about your programming skills, but you don't know how to get a real job. Well, the first question is, well, actually, it's two questions. One, how old are you? And then two, do you have a degree? If you're like over 18 and you've got like a computer science degree, and it also depends on where you are. And you're in the US, you can just start applying. Well, like make a resume, start applying. I don't think it's too hard to get a job, especially if you've got a lot of projects and stuff you've worked on. But if you're not 18, you can freelance, or if you don't have like a degree or something. It's a lot harder to get a job if you don't have a degree. Because companies, well, the HR people seem to really think you have to have a degree to do computer science. Well, to do software engineering, I guess. Because, yeah, I don't think there is much of a thing, well, such a thing as really a computer science. Well, it's not as big of a thing as software engineering to like have a computer science job. Like software engineering is kind of categorized under it, but it's not like a job itself, I don't think. Well, I think it is, but it's just not the standard. Is computer science, wait, I think it's more like a research type thing. What did they? I guess some, like, I'm just looking at some jobs near me, and there are things that advertise jobs as computer scientist. But most of the, like, a lot of software engineer results pop up. Normally the jobs are titled like software engineer, but But I mean, like, in a lot of countries, if you can program, you can find a job fast. But yeah, if you're not an adult though, freelancing's an option. I'm not gonna show you guys how to implement specific things in this stream since I'm working on a specific thing. So computer science degrees, software engineering degrees, they might exist in some places, but at the university I go to, there's only a computer science degree. And the computer science degree is what most people get when they go into software engineering. So I think some places might offer them separately. Software engineering is more like actual application, and computer science is more theory. So when you get a computer science degree, this is the case for my university, and multiple other universities I've heard of, you study the theory and the science behind it, but you don't learn much about how to actually make things, and it actually doesn't prepare you very well for software engineering jobs. So to some extent it makes sense to have them as separate degrees, but it doesn't. Software engineering degrees don't exist at a lot of colleges, I don't think. So people just get computer science degrees, and that's fairly normal. I don't make mobile games. Anyways, this thing's jittering like mad. Okay. I need to, text. Okay, so the player needs to know how much ammo it has. The question is, should the ammo be on a per weapon? Oh wait, no, the ammo does need to be on a per weapon basis. Or actually, it should be, you have different ammo types, and then each weapon has like however much is left in its mag or clip, or what do you even recall the thing that you start the bullets in for a revolver? I don't even know, because it's not a mag or a clip. It's you wouldn't call it a chamber either, would you? Well, as it rotates, each thing becomes a chamber, doesn't it? I don't know what you call that part. Anyways, that's irrelevant. So self dot boy, how should I do this? Weapon ammunition. It should probably be like more of a like it should be each item is within your inventory, and each item has like an ammo amount or something. I think each item should be its own class, maybe. And I can have a base item class, and then everything else can inherit from that. Then I would have a mess of classes. Well, or I could default to just everything using the base item class, and or like a base weapon class, and then after that I can extend that if I want. But self inventory equals blah. Oh boy. So the weapon, okay. I need to check how the weapon thing is structured, because I don't know if that should be the item itself, or if I need to have a separate object. So just type game, and it has a rendering thing. It doesn't care past that. So this inventory is going to be that. I need to make a base item class. It's just going to be some basic data, like probably quantity, and type. That's probably about it. Game development is a hobby for me. It's called a cylinder in the revolver. Is that actually what it's called? It's just the cylinder? I think different revolvers have different amounts of shots. I know the one in Pavlov, which obviously isn't necessarily a real revolver, it has 5 shots. Yeah, I'm 19. Okay. So, need to make the item class. Item.py class item def init self. It doesn't. I'll give access to the game. So type game. I'll do amount equals 0. Does the weapon have? I don't think the weapon cares about. Yeah, it's just type in game. Actually, the game argument should go first because that's used on like everything. I really should have done it so that the game is something that can be imported as a unified object among the entire program instead of passed. Oh, the amount should be 1. So self.game equals game, self.type equals type, self.amount equals amount, and then over on weapon. Where's weapon? Weapon. I can inherit from that. From dot import. No, from dot item import item. And this will inherit from item. And type game. I'll just do. Oh, I know it takes keyword argument, so amount equals 0. And then super dot init self type game amount. Oh, I don't need to pass self, I don't think. Yeah, I don't, because it's got the super. What happened to this colon? That was okay. So if I did it right, it shouldn't crash. It crashed. What is that? String object has no attribute assets. What? Oh, I swapped up the argument order. Duh. So self.game needs to go first. And did I just put 0 on the quantity? Because that's an oops. That needs to be 1. Okay, so it didn't crash, so the weapon now inherits from item, which means under inventory, I can stick the weapon. Actually, no, the inventory should be a list or dictionary. That's it. Structuring an inventory can be a little bit annoying. I think it should be like slot ID, maybe. So like probably group of slots and then number, so 0 0. So I'll have like 2 slots for the active weapons maybe, and then I can do a weapon equals self dot inventory 0 0. I'm bad. There we go. So it should still run. And yep, still have my weapon. Okay. Player. So the weapon needs to have self dot remaining. I'll just do dot ammo, shorter, equals how much? Let's give it 5. And the player needs to keep track of ammunition, so self.ammunition. Why am I using ammunition one spot and ammo in another? I'm just doing ammo there now. And I'll do. Should I? I don't think using the realistic ammo types is a good idea. I'll probably rename them later because the way you're gonna get ammo is not going to make much sense. So I'll just say small. Wait, no. You know what? Revolvers do not have small shots. I don't think. So medium. I'll rename these later. I'll give it like I'll say I've got 15. So ooh, I need weapons that chase them. Revolver, ammo type, and it'll be medium for now. And then I can do where is it? From weapon I can do from .config import config. I think it's how I do that. Def reload self print config weapons self.type. I'm just gonna print out the config when it tries to reload, and then from here I'll do, oh, I need to add a reload button here. Reload. So trigger, press, binding. I don't even know what is R. Uh-oh. What could R possibly be? Huh, okay, wait. I've got a script for this. Actually, wait, no, I can just do it this way. I think ord R 114. So it's keyboard 114, and then mode core. That's just the so I have a mode system so that I can switch which input bindings are being used when, and core is the main gameplay. But yeah, 114 is the ID for R, or it should be. Anyway, so I should be able to go over to here and do if self.game.input states reload. So if it's attempting to reload, self.weapon.reload. So it should print out when I press R. No. Is that what's that decoding? It doesn't even tell me. Line 16, column 3, but I don't know what file. So it's gotta be one of them. Line 16, oh, it's this one. Oh yeah, extra comma. Jason doesn't like that hanging comma. What is that? No, that's not right. Weapon. How did that happen? Okay, so, yep. It's printing out the config, I'm good. Okay. So, it knows the ammo type. Ammo type equals that, and then just ammo type. So, oh, you know what an item should know? An item should know its owner, if it has one. So it could be none, but... Wait, didn't I thought I moved that. Wait. I thought I moved game to the front. Yeah, I did. Why is type first? Hello? What happened there? Is that gonna break anything? I don't know what was going on there. So I called game and then revolver, and then if I go over to weapon, what? Game revolver. Did I probably got it flipped around over here. Weapon. Yeah, I did. So everything was just backwards, and it worked because everything was backwards twice. So, okay, should be good now. Yeah. Alright, so wait, what was I working on again before I got confused about that? I guess reloading. Was it reloading? I think I was gonna do something else and my mind's blanks. I'm gonna read chat real quick. There's a lot of messages. The thing on the bottom right is based on tracking of my face. When you realize Python is British, definite. Do I post my streams? Yes, but no, they're not public. They're unlisted, and you can find them under my live streams playlist. I don't like to flood my videos tab with live streams, so you can find all my live streams under the live streams playlist when I'm done. Portuguese in the chat. It's that time of day again. Inventory should be dictionary. Yep, that's what I did. The autocomplete intelligence is Kite. They sponsor me, but I actually use their thing. It's machine learning based in this case. There are autocompletes that don't use machine learning, but Kite does. And yeah, they sponsor me. There's a link in the description if you're interested in that. But I have some special configurations, like for example, by default tab. Wait, is it tab? No. By default, I think if you hit enter, it will use the autocomplete it's selected, which I had to disable because if I am at the end of the line, it gets confused. But there are some configuration changes I recommend making, but other than that, it's really good. How big do I want the inventory? I don't even know. What is my philosophy for code architecture? Whatever helps me make games the fastest with the least frustration. So in game jams, it's all over the place. Whatever I want goes. When I'm doing stuff like this, I keep things a little bit cleaner. You're watching this in class. Okay, why are you talking about bubble sort? Switching around the arguments doesn't have anything to do with bubble sort. Oh, right, yes, an item should know its owner. That's what it was, thanks. But yeah, the reason the item needs to know its owner is that, well, like, if it's a weapon, it needs to be able to pull the ammo from the owner. I have tons of free games. All of the games I make in game jams are free. Just go to my website I don't think there's a link to that in the description. You just look up DaFluffyPotato. It's not that hard to find. Okay. Use AI in the enemies. I mean, yeah, AI is a broad term. Yeah, the enemy has its own AI, but there's drastic differences in complexity between different AI systems. The one I've got is fairly simple. I mean, you can say the game itself has AI. AI is just kind of intelligence for computers. So the computer has to have some intelligence to maintain the logic of a game. So I find that term a bit wonky. In some cases it's very obvious what it means, but then in other cases the line gets blurry. You will learn Portuguese with us. You subbed? Nice. I'm getting close to 20k. I don't have a video on damage, but I mean, I'm probably going to implement it in one of these streams at some point. Also, it's in many of my open source games. Do you take coffee donations? I do have a Patreon, but if you want to just send me money one time, just buy one of my games and you get something in return. And that is the price of a coffee. You forgot to sub. How do you... I've seen you in, I think, is it 2 or 3 of my streams now? How are you showing up to all of these if you aren't subbed? Okay. So yeah, it should know its owner. So go over here, self.owner equals owner. So the owner is just going to be an object for now. This is one of the things I love about Python. You can make it pass whatever type of object you want, and it doesn't care. So I could make enemies and players have completely different functions and attributes, but and each item still points to like either an enemy or a player, and I can access whatever functions or attributes I want based on the item itself. And there's you don't have to do any messy stuff there, which is nice. For Python, you really have to be careful with how you do things, because it lets you do a lot, but it also doesn't stop you from making really dumb mistakes with force typing. Anyways, so it should know its owner. So that goes after a game. So self. So ooh, we need to add it here. Owner. Okay, so it didn't crash, good. So reload. So the question is, when I reload, should I drop the remaining ammo like it would be if you tried to reload with a mag in real life, or should I save it? I think from a game design standpoint, it's better if you can reload whenever. I don't know. I think it's more tactical if you lose all the ammo when you reload. But I mean, it also depends on the weapon itself in reality. But I'm just gonna do the good old oh, I can't think of a game that does it like this. Does Counter-Strike do it like this? Because I haven't played Counter-Strike in like 5 years or something. Who knows? It's been a long time. Okay. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Gamedev. Alright, so okay, reloading. But what is the A? Is that Australian dollars? Wouldn't it be AU? I'm not sure what that is. Anyways, okay, so let's see. One cheap way to do it is to add all of the ammo wait. Okay, so there's gonna be two cases where you don't want to allow it to do the reload. So if self.ammo, oh, each weapon needs to know its max amount of ammo. That's gonna be. I can delete some of these things here. So weapons, capacity. So my revolver will be 5 shots because that's what I'm used to. I'll do config weapons self.type capacity. So by default it'll have max capacity. So self.ammo equals and then I'll do, oh no, not equals, if self.ammo is I'll say more than or equal to, because who knows, I might do some sort of special effect thing where you can have more than a maximum capacity. What? This is not C. What am I doing? Oh, thanks for the other super chat. Gabrielle, oh boy. Valetti? Probably said it wrong. 5.4, I don't even know how to say that, equals $1. Good night. Cheers from Brazil. Good night. Okay. Oh wait, I also don't, I don't need those. It's not C. What am I doing? My head's been in CS1 too much. Actually it needs to be, right, duh, it needs to be less than, and I'm gonna do an or. So, or config weapons self.type ammo. Oh, and I already have the ammo type thing. Or self.owner dot, what is it? Ammo, and then ammo type. Okay, wait. Ammo. Okay, so if that is more than 0. Oh, and it needs to be and. Duh. So both of those need to be true. So I need to have some ammo missing from whatever the current load is, and then I need to have some remaining in however much is in my inventory. So if those are true, then diff equals the capacity, you know, capacity. I'm gonna shorthand this. Capacity minus self.ammo, that's how much I gotta add, and remove. So boy. So I'm going to do diff equals the minimum of the remaining ammo, and how much actually I can do it like this. I don't know. I can make that a one-liner. So that ensures that I don't reload with more ammo than I have remaining. And self.ammo plus equals diff self.owner.ammo ammo type minus equals diff. And that'll do the reload. But I need to actually render how much ammo I've got, so that's going to be on the text thing. But first I'm gonna make sure it doesn't crash, and then I can okay, so it's not crashing, we're good. I'm gonna read chat real quick. Boy. You started learning Pygame without knowing Python? That's well, I mean, I guess if you're older or whatever, it's probably doable, but when I was 12, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Oh wait, when you guys were talking about AI, were you talking about... Oh no, never mind, that was something else. Okay. The thing on my face, yeah, that's machine learning. But I didn't write the machine learning part, I wrote the part that, there's a lot of trig. I wrote the rendering, and the part that does some calculations to get facial orientation approximations. Why do I use Pygame? Because I like Python. Okay, good luck on the game jam. Yeah, that's tomorrow. But I also have work, so I'm gonna be a bit late on starting for the game jam. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back from work and then start. Well, I'm gonna come back from work, eat, and then I can start. So I don't know. It'll be what 8 p.m. my time. Who knows? 7-8 p.m. It'll be pretty late. And then I've got to cram Saturday and Sunday as well, so I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time this jam, but I'll try to get something good. Talking in a math class, okay. Risky move. Especially when you're wrong. I don't, Adam's fine because it gets the job done. I don't care much past that. If you die, ammo explodes. Pavlov, the VR shooter I play, the developer was talking about making it so if you have too many grenades, your grenades can explode on impact while you're holding them and stuff. Developers come up with weird ideas like that all the time, and some of them actually do get implemented. You know, 2 languages, like programming languages. I mean, the amount of languages you know doesn't matter too much. I would say just make sure you know like some varieties. Like obviously you wouldn't want to just learn what are 2 similar languages. So like if you know just Python and Lua or something like that, that's probably not good. But if you learn Python in like either Java or C++ or something, I think the best variety is probably like if you learn Python and C, that's a good variety, and you should be able to pick up most other things pretty quickly. I think past the beginner level, the amount of languages you know doesn't matter too much, because like for my job, I picked up JavaScript super quick. It's not a big deal. I think employers do care what languages you know, but like realistically, it's not a huge deal because you can learn them pretty quick. You know how to write if-else statements in every language. Now the tricky part is, are the else-ifs else-if or elif? You have no idea how many times I've typed elif in C. Okay, so text rendering. So what part should render the ammo? I'll do it under the renderer actually. Where is it? Renderer. So in this part, I really should have made a GUI thing. I might move this stuff to a GUI thing later. But I'll just render the text onto the surface from here. So self.assets. Did I do it under assets? Yeah. Dot. Is it fonts? Should be fonts. Yeah, fonts. And it's just small white. Dot fonts. Small white. And then it's dot render, I think. Dot render. Yep. Text surface location line width. So dot render. And it's just going to be an amount out of an amount. So so I can just do self.game.world.entities.player. I'm gonna do a shorthand for this since I'm going to reference it multiple times. Player equals that, and player dot oh boy, weapon dot ammo, and it's going to be in a string plus. I don't like string formatting. I don't know why. I just don't like the way it reads. And then string of player dot ammo. Did I do it like that? Yeah, ammo, and then the ammo type of the weapon. Oh, you know what? I should store that within the weapons thing because because I need to access it from other places, and only this file has access to that config. So self.capacity equals that. So self.capacity, and then now instead of using ammo type and capacity, I can just do that and that and that. Now, okay. So, and then self.ammo player.weapon.capacity. Oh, not the capacity. Ammo type. And then I need a, is it surface next or location? Surface location. So surf, and I'll do it at 2.2. Crash. Renderer has no attribute assets, right? Self.game.assets. Where is the, oh, I forgot there's an offset thing I did. Where is that? It's in here, I think. Offset is 2020. Offset. So it's going to be 22. So I did this weird thing where the actual surface I'm rendering onto is bigger than the window. Because there's a bug with line drawing on the edge of surfaces that I couldn't get around without making the surface larger. So you can see my ammo count up there. It doesn't remove from it yet. So I need to add a shoot thing, shoot function, def. Ooh. So this thing actually, now that I think about it, kind of assumes that I'm using a gun, even though there's going to be swords and stuff. We'll call it attack. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort that out at some point, but for the time being, I'm just going to do this. If self.ammo is more than 0, self.ammo max equals 1, and I can go over to here and copy whatever I've got here. Self.weapon.attack. And I don't need that anymore. So weapon, move the ammo, and attack. So anytime it says self, I need to swap that with self.owner. Well, not anytime, but anytime it's actually referencing an attribute of the player. So that's just going to become self instead of the, okay. I think that's it. That might be it. So I've got attack and reload. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Projectile is not defined. So player doesn't need to know what the projectile is anymore. That can go over. Oh, I'm gonna need both of these, I think. Okay. Yeah, I do. So it's gonna go under weapon. Take those. Boop, boop. Nope. Math is not defined. Woohoo. in PEP 8, there's a rule that there's a guideline that says you should separate the built-in libraries from the external libraries from your own stuff into different groups with white space, which is why it looks like that. Anyways, so that's working, and now I can't do anything until I reload, and it reloaded properly. I can reload again. I've got 7 shots left. I need more ammo. Okay. So I'm just going to update my thing to spawn with more ammo. Okay, wait. That's not under here. That's here. Actually, wait. Where did I set how much ammo I'm starting with? Oh, here. Let's just do 100. What if I switch this to burst? I want to see like how that feels. Oh, it just came out as 1. And okay, because the frame rate's so high. Does this thing have random? Yeah, it does. If random.random 1 in the 10 is 1. This is a cheap way to spread it out. Nope. 1 in 30. So that's burst fire, kinda. And I don't have to click a million times. Anyways, so that was an interesting test that was probably not necessary. Okay. So next up, where'd you go? I need to get that thing to actually attack me, or just send some kind of projectile. But first I'm gonna read chat. When will the stream end? I'm gonna have to end it in the next like 20 to 30 minutes probably, because I have some assignments that are due Friday night, but I don't want to do them during the game jam, so I'm gonna have to knock them out tonight. What is PC requirement for this whole project? Pretty much anything works, as long as it's not like a Raspberry Pi or something. But any modern laptop should be able to run the thing I'm working on right now. Oh, someone actually mentioned a Raspberry Pi. Actually, no, it might be able to run on the modern Raspberry Pis, but I don't think it could run on my current one. Like, when I say current one, I mean the one I have. It was like one of the earliest models. I got it. Oh, what was it? 2013, 2014? I think it was January 2014. I got it. Can't you just use F strings? I can, but I don't like to. Yeah, the reason I do the concatenation is because I like the way it reads. Yeah. Alright, you should have attack return a bull and only fire around if true. I had the attack function fire the round. Oh, you mean just like so it knows if it did? It's not a huge deal, because everything is handled internally, anyways. Okay, like, how long have I been making games? 7.5 years now. Coming up on 8. This September. How long will it take to finish it? If you're talking about this thing, I don't even know. It's a experiment. I'm messing around with combat mechanics. I've been using Pygame for as long as I've been programming and making games and stuff. Well, no, Pygame I started the December after I started programming, so it's I think it was October, November, December, so like a 3-month difference from when I started programming. Yes, Pygame is older than me. Yeah, so I need to add some projectiles for this enemy. I'm thinking kind of like red. I need to reload. I would like to add a reloading animation, kind of, but I wanted to shoot kind of like red and black blobs or something, or maybe red and white blobs that kind of bounce around and have physics, just as a demonstration. Also, it's just funner to play around. Playing around things that have physics is always fun. Do a Pygame anniversary. Speaking of Pygame anniversaries, I was mentioned in the post that came out for the Pygame 20th anniversary, and I'm not even 20. Okay, so yeah, I need to make the projectile image. It's gonna be data, images, and I guess I'm going to make a folder for projectiles. I don't know if these things should be animated. For now, I'm just going to use static images. I mean, it's a test anyways. It doesn't have to look great. Okay, so probably this red. What am I doing? It's not pick color. This red. So the question is, should it be that big or should it be bigger? I want it to be big because these things look heavy because they've got metal on them. I can't speak. Metal. So I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. You really need to see them when they're bouncing around. So should do it like that or it should be red surrounded in black or black surrounded in red. I need to make a white box here so I can actually see these things. There we go. So do this. So I need to make another one of these and invert the colors. All of my, well, almost all of my bullets actually, like in my other games, have white and red, not black and red. But I'm curious to see how this looks. So the black and red one doesn't look like much of a threat, really. Like, it looks funky, I would say. And then I like the red looking one. Now what happens if I do some anti-aliasing type of stuff here? Oh, that looks trippy. That does not fit the style of the game, so I'm not doing that. So, okay. That's fine. I do need to tweak the black color because black is transparent in my color keying. So, that goes there. and then I need a not black, so just gonna switch that to a 1, and then save that as, and that images, projectiles, heavy blob. That is gonna be the name of my projectile. So I do need to do self.projectiles equals self.load directory data images projectiles. So that'll get all the images, and then okay, wait. So projectiles, I need to add the thing that lets them render with an image. Oh, I need to add a config for it. So heavy blob shape is going to be I'm actually going to do it like this: image, and actually no, I just have to do none. It'll know, or null. And power 5. This isn't being used yet, so it doesn't matter. Group heavy bouncer. Spawn advance. I think 8 will do. The entity that's spawning this thing's gonna be fairly large. Okay. So, okay, this thing normally spawns things, so I'm gonna take that and then go over to, where is it? Metalhead, where are you? Okay. Does this thing have random? Okay, whatever. Self.attack timer equals 0. So self.attack timer minus equals dt if self wait, no, it's gotta be within range, so if self.get distance to player dot center is less than, what's the maximum distance here? Hover distance is 50 to 90. I'm going to say less than 120, it'll be able to attack. So if attack timer, or self.attack timer, is less than 0, but self.attack timer, I'm gonna do this dirty for now. Okay, so this needs to spawn the heavy blob, and it's gonna spawn it at the self.center with the rotation of, oh boy, angle. Oh, I overwrite it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rename this so that I can use the old angle that goes just to the player. So math.radians, I can just take it as is. Angle. What is this number? Oh boy, what is that? Well, I can check. Speed. So this thing doesn't need to be particularly fast. So spawn the heavy blob. I do need to update the projectiles thing to be able to render that. So here's the else thing I did in the last stream so I could draw the image. So this isn't exclusive to that, I don't think. That applies to anything. So render position 0 minus equal, oh wait, no, image equals self.game.assets.projectiles self.type render position 0 minus equals image.get width. Do the same thing for height. I forgot the get. And surf.blit image at render position. And that's about it. I do need to make the behavioral group, but it should shoot straight for now. Probably. Crashed. Projectile is not defined. Right. From projectile import projectile. Scripts of projectile. Oh, it's projectiles, not projectile. Okay, it's making them. They're going straight. Oh, it's shooting itself. That's not good. Okay, that needs to be fixed. Funnel head. Wait, no, that's projectiles. Doesn't the projectile know the owner, or does it not? Oh, it doesn't. Owner. So, okay. Wait a second. Hello, wait. Oh, right, it's under the weapon. Duh. So, self.owner. And then for this, it's just going to be self. And under projectiles, I have a thing that checks if it's, yeah. Self.owner. And self.owner equals owner. So it should stop shooting itself, and it should be able to shoot me. Yeah. Oh, that hits hard. Oh, I don't have velocity normalization on the player. Oops. Metalhead, where is it? Player. It's not going to be as heavy as the metalhead, but okay, so I'm going to reduce that a bit, the normalization on the from core funcs import normalize. So it should be able to yeah, there we go. So there's a bit of knocking things around, but those bullets do need to bounce. So I do need to check the behavioral groups here. So group heavy bouncer and group normal. I'm gonna read chat real quick. Is this for the Alka Jam Game Jam? No, that starts tomorrow. Texture development. Ah, yes, I drew a circle. Wow. Okay, so the it's actually impossible for the Pygame thing I'm rendering right now to do a face reveal. The only part where my face is actually shown is in the browser, but I hid that behind an opacity 0, so it's not actually visible. So there's actually nothing, even in my view, that shows my face. Now, if for some reason the CSS breaks on the web page, and if I were to show you that web page, then it could do an accidental face reveal, but that's very, very unlikely. Because it's not even an external file or anything. I hard-coded the, like, I use the style, what do you call them? Because the base things in HTML are called tags, but then there's, like, you can do class, ID, or style. Anyways, in the style thing, I put the opacity 0, so it's in the HTML that it's invisible. I think there would have to be something wrong with the browser if that were to show. Do you think a full documentation of Pygame 2 with GPU rendering and all will come as a surprise for Pygame 20th anniversary? No, because the 20th anniversary already passed. I think that was October last year. Do I not comment my code? No, because if I'm working by myself, it's... Well, I leave comments that are useful to myself. If I'm working with other people, like I do at work, I'll leave comments. But when I'm working by myself, why would I leave a comment? It's kind of a waste of time, because I can refresh myself on how a project works pretty fast. It's quicker than leaving comments and then reading them later. Now I'll do things like to-do comments, whereas like I need to add this later or something like that, or if there is something that I think needs explaining that I'm gonna forget and it'll save me a lot of time, I'll comment that. But for the most part, I don't leave comments because it's just a waste of time, like especially in game jams. That you don't need them in game jams because you're not updating that thing. Oh well, yeah, also the way I group my code is fairly self-explanatory. I mean, you can read it. Like the weapon code, it reads fairly clearly what it's doing. Well, actually, this diff thing's not particularly clear, but I mean, you can tell it's reloading and it's checking some things, and like a lot of my code, it reads, well, you can read what it's doing, or at least if you're me, you can read what it's doing since I wrote it. But for the most part, yeah, I can look at my code and tell what it's doing. I don't, like, my variable names are usually readable. Class ended. My favorite YouTuber, boy. Potentially, what's his name? 2 Minute Papers. I like his stuff. I'm not like a huge fan of any YouTubers. Okay, so where was I? Alright, those things need to have physics. So I need to have projectile behavioral groups. So it's under the config, so config, and where is it? Projectiles, it's group. So on update, so this is the part that deletes it if it's not one of the bouncing ones. So all I have to do here is do an if self.config group is normal, then it'll do this. Now elif self.config group is heavy blob, then I'll do this at the angle of the projectile, so self dot rotation. Is that in degrees or radians? It needs to be in radians. Yeah, it's in radians. And then I think it's gonna need to be flipped, so 180. And So if collisions top, self velocity, one, invert that. If collisions bottom, if collisions left, this is some physics magic right here. If collisions right, I got the right and left mixed up relative to the code above. So let's take a look at this. Oh, they come on, shoot. It didn't bounce. Where's it going? Oh, it needs to advance, or else it's gonna be stuck. It's going to be projectiles, and I'll just do an entire spawn advance on here. I also need to add falling to the behavior. Take that if, and I can do self.velocity 1 plus equals, ooh, I have this in the player code. Yeah, let's take that. That should do it. Does it have DT like that? Yeah. Hello. Print boop. Okay, it's not detecting that. Oh, it's heavy bouncer, not blob. Heavy blob. Doesn't have attribute velocity. Oh boy, I have to deconstruct it. Boy, I have to deconstruct the angle into velocity. Okay. So I'm gonna have to convert polar into a vector. Right? Wait, no. Polar can be a vector. I'm stupid. Wait, whatever. I know what I need to do. I don't know how to explain it, but def tweak polar. Wait. Oh no, I'll just do polar to cart. Or no, I'll just do from polar. Or no, to cart, that's better. So to Cartesian, and then angle and distance. So that becomes return math.cosine of the angle by the distance, math.sine of the angle by the distance, and def to polar, and okay, let's see, I'll just do vector return math dot wait, atan 2 of the vector, so spot the vector, and the get distance of 0, 0 and the vector. I think that'll do it. I don't I don't know how much I trust this math, but okay. Let's see. So 2 cart, 2 polar. So projectiles 2 cart, 2 polar. Ooh, gotta do it here as well. So vector equals I'll do vec equals 2 cart self dot rotation self dot speed, and then I can do vec1 and vec1, and then self dot rotation self dot speed equals 2 polar vec. That should do it. And that doesn't need to be spotted. Okay, so I need to do the same thing down here. Vec equals, I can just copy that. And then do this. And I just swap that with vec. I don't think that's right. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm gonna read chat real quick. Wait, why does this back up to 78 people? What the? Okay, it's funny, every time I read the chat, the viewership just drops like 20%. To learn what I know about Python, I mean, I'm still learning random things here and there. Like I just learned something today, like how to do like I learned about the dot items thing with dictionaries. Actually, I knew about that function, but I had to look it up to see exactly what it did. But yeah, it seems like there's always stuff to learn, but you can to cover the stuff that I've learned in the last in the last 7.5 years. You can learn that feasibly in a year easily. The stuff I know, like I don't spend most of my time learning about Python. I spend most of my time making stuff, and I learn things as I need them. Okay, you can't get Atom to work. Well, Kite's not going to help you get Atom to work. It's a package for Atom. It makes Atom better. If you have issues with Atom before that, that's a separate issue. Also, Kite works on many different IDEs. It's not just for Atom. I'm pretty sure they've got a VS Code plugin as well, and things for like Sublime and Pycharm. Okay, still reading. What am I trying to make right now? It's in the title. Gamedev combat experiment. Here we see a fluffy potato in its natural habitat. Huh. What feature of the game? I mean, title. It's the combat experiment. Oh, someone answered. Well, I've implemented in the last 2 streams. I've implemented guns, so you can check that if you watch those. Well, this one and the last one. It's in the live streams playlist. The projectiles are supposed to bounce. I'm working on that. My math was scuffed apparently. Okay, anyways, so back to the coding. So something wrong happened here. Oh, not here. Projectiles. So this went wrong. So if I don't do that, this hacksaw spot on. But if I allow it to update, it's like off. Is it off? No, it's accurate. It's like, what? It's, what is it doing? What on earth is that? That's some of the wonkiest behavior I've seen. I don't even know what it... So it only shoots at that one angle. I'm trying to, like... I thought I saw it fling it from one side and the angle change. Okay, so time to just take this script and test it manually. Let's just see these scripts. Python import, no, from core funcs import everything. Imported Pygame. Okay, so let's say m equals it's in, oh, you know what's possible? I might have gotten the arguments flipped around somewhere in here. Just gotta double check for that. It says angle distance and returns, the polar part returns the distance and the angle. Okay. Looks good. To cart, to polar. So math, oh, I should have math, right? No. Import math m, and no, m equals math dot radians of, let's say, 90 degrees. And let's just give it a speed of 5, so m. And what is 2 polar? Wait, no, 2 cart of m. I know it needs to be splatted. So that is going at basically nothing horizontally and 5 straight up. So that part's working correctly. So the 2 polar part, actually I'm going to go over here, 2 polar, and there's our problem. Oh, you know why? I mixed up X and Y. This needs to be, I don't know which one has higher, like precedence, because I'm just flipping it around and then using the splat operator. Yeah, I think that's working. Come on, shoot me out here. Yeah, it's falling properly now. So now I just have to figure out why it's not bouncing properly. I need this thing to not fall that hard. Actually, no, part of the issue is it's shooting so fast. So projectiles doesn't need to be that fast. 200, 200, and projectiles. That is not in there. Where is speed? Okay. Guess I'm adding speed. So, oh no, that's an argument. So that's down here. So it doesn't need to be that fast. It can be 100. That's fine. Oh, It's the return false, right. Projectiles. So there's a return false here. This needs to be only on the if it's got normal behavior. It was deleting itself. There we go. That's bouncing. The physics appear to be off. Not sure why that is. Because these bullets are hitting right. What is that? I'm having some weird physics issues. Like, I just saw myself teleport. Whoa. This thing would make some interesting fights. Okay, I need to watch that thing. I think the advance is making it look wonky. It doesn't need an advance like that. Projectiles, advance. Where's the advance? Let's just do a 2 pixel advance should be enough. Yeah, okay, that's bouncing correctly now. And it was spawning the particles relative to the position after the advance, which was causing the other issues. So this needs to be before the advance to get the particle positions accurate. There we go. That's great. Ah, it hit so hard. Wait, I want to make it spawn a bunch of them. Metalhead. So all I have to do is spawn 10 times as many. It has to be within a certain range though. Oh, that's brutal. They hit so hard. I can make it multiply by the power for now. Or I'll just add a knockback thing here. Knockback. Only 1. Knockback. 0.2. That doesn't need the trailing comma. Projectiles. And where's the part where it does knockback? Here. That's a flat knockback. By self.config. Is that right? Wait. Self.config knockback. And that should make things more proportionate. So I only get hit a little bit. This thing needs a little bit of variance in the angle it shoots at, just to make this a little bit more interesting. Angle offset. Wait, no, I don't even need to do that. I can just do plus random.randint 0 to 50 divided by 100 minus 0.125. There we go. Okay, so I'm getting bombarded with this. That's great. And he's gone. And I'm out of ammo, so I had to reload. He's back. These things really aren't hitting me very hard. I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. 4. Yeah, that's hitting a bit more like I wanted. Okay. It can be a little bit harder. Projectiles. 6. Yeah, that's more like I wanted. Oh, well, what is that? I teleported around. I'm not sure what happened there. It's happened multiple times where it's like around the corners, I'll teleport to corner position. I think it has something to do with DT. It's doing something scuffed. And that's great. Okay, pretty happy with that. Can I sit? Yeah, I can technically sit in this corner, I think. And oh no, I can't get knocked out because my head's too tall. I run to the left, I'm fine. I'm just gonna read text. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna fix this timer. I think if I sit over, if I sit here. Oh, I saw that one of the bullets was riding along on the inside of the tiles. But yeah, if I sit right there, it should be fine. Oh no, he knocked me up. Stay down. I'm trying to leave the game running while I read chat. I think that'll do it. Oh no, it's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna knock me up a little bit. Okay, whatever. Just sit here and run backwards. Okay. Reading chat. Actually, no, I'm just not gonna leave this running because it's too much of a pain. There's a lot of messages. Do I know how to use RunPy? No. Matrix glitch. I don't know when that was or what that was responding to, but okay. Finally, you've come to the point where you have fun playing the game. You have not seen the clip I posted to my channel then, because I was having fun messing around with the projectile spawning. The background and the tile set are the same as Aeroblaster, it's just different colors. And the character is very similar as well. I didn't want to spend too much time drawing that, so I just copied. Can I make more tutorials on isometric rendering? I mean, the video I made covers most of it. I might do a video on optimization, or maybe isometric physics, I don't know. But like the rendering itself, there's not too much more. It's just optimization, which I think I briefly explained in that video how you would go about optimizing it. Can you please stop sending messages in caps? I'm gonna have to block you if you keep doing that. $100th like. Oh, let's do that, huh? Nice. Good night. Yeah, it's normal how it goes with the chat. Normally you guys talk to each other, and like I'll try to skim through it and catch things. I need to figure out a better way to answer questions and whatnot in the chat, or maybe I don't know. I need to do something about the format of my streams where I'm spending like 30% of my time reading chat, because it's not good for viewership either. Because a lot of people leave when I start answering questions. I don't know. Because I think most people are coming here to watch me make something. But like for the time being, I'll keep, like for future streams, I'll keep doing it until I figure out a better way to handle it. How do I learn Python? Google. Mostly. Well, the initial part I used the Inventing Games with Python book to learn Python, and then after that everything's just been I Google a specific thing I want to do, and that's it. But alright, so I'm gonna end the stream here because I've got stuff to do. Bye.